Hello, this is Mr. Common Sense here. I'd like to talk to you about some of the things that I've been doing and that I did that helped me basically recover from Morgellons. I call myself 99% symptom free. I had a little setback over Thanksgiving, but I'm doing well. As a matter of fact, I'm in the best health I've been in a very long time. So one of the things that I talk about a lot is the Calm Magnesium. I love this stuff. If you have kidney issues, you shouldn't take magnesium. Check with your doctor, whatever. I love the Calm Magnesium. 2 well-rounded teaspoons is 350 milligrams of magnesium. I think 400 milligrams is the recommended daily dose. What I take is a heaping teaspoonful like this, put it in some water that I've nuked for 1 minute. You can see it sizzles up. We have double reverse osmosis in our house. The water we drink is all super clean. So you mix that up, let it sit for a minute, drink it like tea. I use just the unflavored kind. No additives, no sugar, no anything. I like the way it tastes. It tastes kind of lemony. You gotta monitor the camera. Also, the other thing that I'd like to talk to you about is the True Protein. I'm not a great big meat eater, so I love this stuff. You can see inside it's like a yellowy powder, and I did something with my scoop. Here it is. I use about a half a scoop. I take that, plop it in my water. This is just plain. I stir that up. You can drink that with or without food. It's, I think, 2 scoops is 100% protein that you need for a day. I'm not a big meat eater, so I like that. The one thing about the True Protein is it's made based off of egg whites, and it's loaded in amino acids and very high in sulfur, which, as we know, things in sulfur are very good for Morgellons. So let's talk a little bit about sulfur. This is the Jarrow NAC, 600 milligrams sustained. It's N-acetylcysteine. It's sulfur-based amino acid, very good. It long-term can eliminate a lot of mercury from your body. It binds to acetaldehyde. Stuff is really good. I take it with 3 times as much vitamin C. This is vitamin C with bioflavonoids. These are 1,000 milligrams. So if I take 2 of these, that's 2,000 milligrams and 600 milligrams of the NAC. I'll take that once a day on an empty stomach. I love that stuff. Let's see what else is on my poor man's protocol. The Kyolic 103. This has something in it called, I always have to look this up, Pareococos, which is a very strong anti-worming agent. Actually, it works very well. It has vitamin C in it, but it also has the Kyolic garlic extract, which is very powerful. I got that from JWF, or John Blue Skies. Something else I take is the Carlson's 2,000 milligram vitamin D. I don't take that every day, but I do take it every other day maybe. Let's talk about some other amino acids. L-carnitine has been very good for me. Again, not being a meat eater, I got this tip from Dr. Stanager. I had those little red dots all over my skin, not the Morgellons bite marks, but like little red blood blisters. That's common if you don't eat a lot of meat and don't have a lot of protein. So that has been very good for me. I also take L-glutamine, which is very good for your stomach. If you can search on L-glutamine and peptic ulcers, and even people with Crohn's disease have been having good luck with that. That's another amino acid. And finally, I'm not sure if you'll be able to read this label. It's kind of dark. It's the Whole Foods Essential Aminos. It has a, maybe you can zoom in on that, it has a list of amino acids on the back, and they're very low dose, between 30 and 27 milligrams. It says you can take up to 3 of these a day, and you're supposed to take aminos, they say, on an empty stomach, and I find it hard to find enough times to have an empty stomach to take all these things, so I don't take everything every day. Get a good zoom in on that label. This is Opaline Oxy. I took this for quite a while early on. This was the best thing I took for a long time. It really cleared up my skin. It's was very good on detoxing my liver and stuff. It's basically dry oxygen tablets. I take two twice a day, so I take 4 a day on an empty stomach, away from all other pills and medicine. Again, also on the, I don't know if I said that, but on the mag, you really shouldn't take magnesium if you have kidney issues. MSM, this is not to be confused with MMS, but this is a sulfur-based compound, which is very good. It's been very good for me. I don't take that regularly. Again, I really don't take a lot of things regularly anymore. Here is the John's Wellness Protocol. This is the thymic formula. I've been taking that quite regularly. The Magnifical I haven't been taking so much because I really like my CalMag. Essential Digestion is very good, and the Essential Omegas. Omega-3s are on my Poor Man's Protocol. These are, I think, flaxseed based, but the omega-3s are very good for inflammation, and they're very good for your blood and your heart and stuff like that. I don't think I have it out here, but the CoQ10, the Ubiquitol, I take the John's now, the Wellness Protocol, which is CoQ10, and I was just reading something on the forums today, as a matter of fact, that said how good CoQ10 was for treating chronic illness. Also, Thistlein, milk thistle, that's very good for protecting your liver. Finally, I'd like to talk about this. This is kind of an expensive product. I get it at Whole Foods. It's by Enzymatica. It's digestive enzymes. These, I think, have been very good for me. I really like them. I take them with my probiotic, which is in the fridge. I didn't get that out, but it's a 12 billion count probiotic that I take 3 times a day with my digestive enzymes. I take a Sogar vitamin B complex low dose. I really got tired of taking the high dose vitamin Bs, and I found a little bit of toxicity from those. And actually, it's very hard to find a low dose vitamin B complex that's not, 15,000 units over the recommended daily allowance. And then L-arginine. I had very bad heart palpitations and heart issues when Morgellons got really bad. This you shouldn't take if you've had a heart attack, and you probably don't need to take it for a Morgellons protocol. It's an amino acid. People use it to supposedly unclog arteries and stuff like that, but it builds nitrous in the blood. I think that did help me. Also, the oregano oil. It's a very powerful antifungal, antibacterial. It's really basically full of oregano oil, and it's good stuff. Take it with food because it can be irritating to your to the membranes. Also, let's talk about cleaning. This is the Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap. I wash all my clothes with this soap and this soap only every time I wash my clothes. Again, sulfur being key to everything I've done. If you could zoom in on these. This is the sulfur-based soap, which is 10% sulfur. I use it in the shower every single day, including my hair. I don't use anything on my hair other than this. I basically use this in the shower every day, and this is the only thing that I do use. Also, I'd like to talk about, let's look at the pad first. I use this heating pad quite a bit, and I've been relying on this over the last couple of weeks quite a bit. It's a far infrared heating pad that I bought through Dr. Stanager. Kind of expensive. It was like $350. It's kind of beat up. I use it a lot. I use it on the back of my chair at work, on my legs, on my chest. It seems to work really well. I don't know what the real mechanics behind far infrared, but it definitely seems to help. One more thing while we've got it here. Oh, here it is. Here's the Ubiquitol, the CoQ10. If you need, you can see it on here, CoQ10. That's very good for your heart, extremely well for your heart. Matter of fact, most CoQ10 in the body is located in the heart, but it's also an extremely powerful antioxidant. Very good stuff. And then finally, I'd like to show you my crazy diffuser, which is a little bit ancient. You can see the top, that white stuff. That is the Mountain Rose Herbs, menthol crystals. You can see it's almost out. Believe it or not, this is the one and only bag I've used in 2.5 to 3 years with Morgellons. It lasts a long time. You pour it in the top of your diffuser heats up and it melts, and it just gives off fumes like a vaporizer. I would suggest if you're going to use one of these, a diffuser, don't get a candle-based one, get an electric one so you don't burn your house down. That's about it. The only other thing I would like to say is